Hello student, welcome to this lecture on Hadoop ecosystem. Lecture outcomes. After completing this video lecture, you will able to explain what Hadoop is and how it addresses big data challenges. You will also able to describe the Hadoop ecosystem. Traditionally, data was stored in a central location and it was sent to the processor at runtime whenever it is required. This method works well for limited data. However, modern system receives terabytes of data per day, and it is difficult for the traditional computers or relational database management systems to push high volume data to the processor. Hadoop brought a radical approach. In Hadoop, the program goes to the data, not vice versa. It initially distributes the data to multiple systems and later runs the computation wherever data is located. Hadoop is an Apache open source framework written in Java that allows distributed processing of large datasets or big data across clusters of computers using simple programming model. The word Hadoop does not have any meaning. Doug Cutting, who discovered Hadoop, named it after his son yellow-colored toy elephant. Hadoop run applications using MapReduce algorithm where data is processed in parallel on different CPU nodes. A Hadoop framework application works in an environment that provides distributed storage and computation across clusters of computers. Hadoop is designed to scale up from single servers to thousands of machines, each offering local computation and storage. Key characteristics of Hadoop. Hadoop systems are highly economical as ordinary computers can be used for data processing. It is reliable as it stores copies of data on different machines and is resistant to hardware failure. Hadoop is easily scalable, both horizontally as well as vertically. It is flexible and you can store as much structured and unstructured data as you want and decide to use them later. Hadoop architecture. Hadoop framework includes four modules. Hadoop Common. These are Java libraries and utilities required by other Hadoop modules. These libraries provides file system and OS level abstractions. Contains the necessary Java files and scripts required to start Hadoop. Hadoop Yarn. This is a framework for job scheduling and cluster resource management. HDFS, a distributed file system that provides high throughput across two application data. MapReduce. This is yarn-based system for parallel processing of large data sets. Hadoop ecosystem. Hadoop has an ecosystem that has evolved from its three core components: processing, resource management, and storage. In this topic, you will learn the components of Hadoop ecosystem and how they perform their role during big data processing. The Hadoop ecosystem is continuously growing to meet the need of big data. It consists of following components: HDFS, HBase, Scoop, Plume, Spark, Hadoop MapReduce, Pig, Impala, Hive, Cloudera Search, Oozie, Hue. Now we'll see components of Hadoop ecosystem one by one. First, HDFS, Hadoop Distributed File System. HDFS is a storage layer for Hadoop. HDFS is suitable for distributed storage and processing. That means while data is being stored, it is first distributed and then it is processed. It provides streaming access to file system data. HDFS provides file permission and authentication. HDFS uses command line interface to interact with Hadoop. So question is, what stores data in HDFS? It is HBase which stores data in HDFS. HBase. HBase is a NoSQL database or non-relational database. It is important and mainly used when you need random, real-time read or write access to your big data. It provides support to high volume of data and high throughput. In an HBase, a table can have thousands of columns. We discuss how data is distributed and stored. Now let us understand how this data is ingested or transferred to HDFS. Scoop does exactly this. What is Scoop? Scoop is a tool designed to transfer data between Hadoop and relational database servers. It is to import data from relational databases such as Oracle or MySQL to HDFS and export data from HDFS to relational databases. If you want to ingest event data such as streaming data, sensor data, or log files, then you can use Flume. Flume. Flume is a distributed service that collects event data and transfers it to HDFS. It is ideally suitable for event data from multiple systems. After data is transferred to HDFS, it is processed. One of the frameworks that process data is Spark. Now, what is Spark? Spark is an open source cluster computing framework. It provides up to 100 times faster performance for few applications with in-memory primitives. Spark can run in Hadoop cluster and process data in HDFS. It also supports a wide variety of workload, which includes machine learning, business intelligence, streaming, and batch processing. Spark has following major components: Spark Core and Resilient Distributed Dataset or RDD, Spark SQL, Spark Streaming, Machine Learning Library or MLib, GraphX. Spark is now widely used. Next, Hadoop MapReduce. Hadoop MapReduce is the other framework that processes data like Spark. But MapReduce is the original Hadoop processing engine, which is primarily Java based. It is based on map and reduce programming model. Many tools such as Hive and Pig are built on MapReduce model. It has extensive and mature fault tolerance built into the framework. It is very commonly used but losing ground to the Spark. After data is processed, it is analyzed. It can be done by open source high level data flow system called Pig. Next, Pig. Pig convert its script to map and reduce code. Ad hoc queries like filter and join, which are difficult to perform in map and reduce, can be easily done using Pig. It is open source high performance SQL engine which runs on Hadoop cluster. It is ideal for interactive analysis and has very low latency which can be measured in milliseconds. You can also use Impala to analyze data. Next, Impala. Impala supports a dialect of SQL. So data in HDFS is modeled as a database table. It is prepared for data processing and extract, transform, load, also known as ETL operations. Impala is prepared for ad hoc queries. You can also perform data analysis using Hive. Next is Hive. Hive executes queries using MapReduce. Hive is suitable for structured data. After data is analyzed, it is ready for user to access. Now we know that what Hive does. We will discuss what supports the search of data. Data search is done using Cloudera search. So we will see Cloudera search. Search is one of the Cloudera's real-time access product. It enables non-technical users to search and explore data stored in or ingested into Hadoop and HBase. Users do not need SQL or programming skill to use Cloudera search because it provides a simple full text interface for searching. Another benefit of Cloudera search compared to standalone search solution is the fully integrated data processing platform. Cloudera search uses the flexible, scalable and robust storage system include CDH or Cloudera distribution including Hadoop. This eliminates the need to move large datasets across infrastructure to address business tasks. Hadoop job such as MapReduce, Pig, Hive, and Scoop have workflow. Oozie. Oozie is a workflow or coordination system that you can use to manage Hadoop jobs. Apache Oozie is a tool in which all sort of programs can be pipelined in a required manner to work in Hadoop's distributed environment. Oozie works as a scheduler system to run and manage Hadoop jobs. Next component is Hue. Hue is an acronym for Hadoop User Experience. It is an open source web interface for Hadoop. You can perform following operations using Hue: upload and browse data, query a table in Hive and Impala, run Spark and Peak jobs and workflows search data. All in all, Hue makes Hadoop easier to use. It also provides SQL editor for Hive, Impala, MySQL, Oracle, PostgreSQL, Spark SQL, and Solar SQL. Here, Apache Hadoop ecosystem has been shown, which has few extra components such as Ambari for provisioning, managing, and monitoring Hadoop clusters, Zookeeper for coordination, Mahout for machine learning, R connectors for statistics. So, listeners are expected to gather information about these extra components from the net and they learn about these components. Stages of big data processing. There are four stages of big data processing: ingest, processing, analyze, access. Let's look at them in detail. The first stage of big data processing is ingest. The data is ingested or transferred to Hadoop from various sources such as relational database systems or local files. Scoop transfers data from RDBMS to HDFS, whereas Flume transfers data from events. Second stage is processing. In this stage, data is stored and processed. Data is stored in distributed file system, that is HDFS, and the NoSQL distributed data, that is HBase. Spark and MapReduce perform data processing. The third stage is analyze. Here data is analyzed by processing framework such as Pig, Hive, and Impala. Pig converts data using a map and reduce, then analyze it. Hive also based on map and reduce programming and is most suitable for structured data. The fourth stage is access, which is performed by tools such as Hue and Cloudera Search. In this stage, the analyzed data can be accessed by users. Now we will come to the conclusion. The Hadoop ecosystem includes multiple components that support each stage of big data processing. Flume and Scoop ingest data. HDFS and HBase store data. Spark and MapReduce process data. Pig, Hive, and Impala analyze data. Hue and Cloudera Search help to explore data. Oozie manage the workflow of Hadoop jobs. Thank you.